This week on What to Watch, the show where we let you know what's streaming online now, we're hitting you with grave robbers, demigods, giants, and missing gnomes. Kicking us off this week with a bit of whimsy is Amelie. It's a French film that's beautifully crafted, from the acting to the cinematography all the way down to the soundtrack. I'll describe it as a dreamer's romance, and your immediate response to that phrase should let you know if this is the movie for you. If it's not, I'm sorry, but I really think that you should reconsider, because it's not often that you find a film that feels like so much of a labor of love. For 20 years, the director Jean-Pierre Jeunet jotted down small, intriguing, and astonishing moments in his life, not knowing what he was going to do with them. What finally came out is Amelie, a charming story about a young woman who decides to help the people around her, but it's told in a witty, whimsical way. Amelie is currently streaming on Netflix. For those of you looking for something with a little bit more grit, Big Fan is streaming on Crackle. Patton Oswalt plays a super fan who lives and breathes everything New York Giants, and then he ends up getting beaten up by his favorite player. It's a study in obsession, and Patton Oswalt does an incredible job carrying this film. But don't come to it thinking that you're gonna get some laughs, because you'll definitely be disappointed. It's intense.
Hey, what are you doing, man? Don't do that.
It's written and directed by Robert D. Siegel, the same guy who wrote The Wrestler. It actually explores some of the same themes, but in a more intimate way. Bill Murray plays a weatherman doomed to live the same day over and over again with no explanation why. It's a comedy that dwells on the idea of personal change, and director Harold Ramis, along with Murray's help, executes the script brilliantly, pulling humor out of the most human reactions to the situation.
Phil Connors!
Ned?
As a result, the laughs in this movie still hold up 21 years later. Can you believe it's been that long? Fun fact, Bill Murray was bitten twice by the groundhog during filming. Probably his payback for Caddyshack.
Don't drive angry.
Groundhog Day is streaming on Crackle. Groundhog Day is streaming on Crackle. Groundhog Day is streaming on Crackle. If Groundhog Day is too mainstream for your comedy taste, maybe check out Burke and Hare, streaming on Netflix. Burke and Hare is a bit of an odd film, directed by John Landis. Simon Pegg and Andy Serkis play two Scottish schemers who begin selling corpses to doctors for dissection and anatomy lectures. The only problem is, they're a little short on product.
6 years in the Donegal militia, and I never got a scratch. And I did 3 hours as a grave robber, and I got shot in the arse.
It's a dark comedy that's surprisingly lighthearted, and actually pulls a lot of its roots from a true story. That's it for us this week on What to Watch. All of these movies are currently streaming. Check in the description below to watch them now. Let us know what you're streaming online, where we can find them, and we might just feature your pick next week. See you later.